Oh no, now we're good. Now we're live. Maybe. I don't know. Are we live? Okay. Okay. You know what happens is that I hit the go live button on Restream and then immediately pops up, oh my God, there's a problem. You're not live. Meanwhile, we're actually are live.
Liar!
Yeah. So anyway,
Restream is a liar.
Denise is not here because she's on a cruise and Angie's not here and we can't even bust her chops on it because it's a big fat secret. And who knows when we can bust her chops on it. But just know, Angie, when we can, we will.
Fantastic.
I will bust her chops in private because I wasn't sure why, but you said that and now I know.
Oh, now you know why.
I don't. I'm completely in the dark.
Don't worry, we'll tell you. Just not live.
It's just not live because we're.
So maybe we'll take bribes from Angie on not to bust her chops.
Well, maybe she already bribed me because.
Oh, you got a bribe.
See?
Maybe.
I mean, you guys don't feel bad because I don't even know.
So maybe I could say this is a bribe because Angie is actually going to be driving up to Jersey to teach a class and come to the New Jersey Groomers Ball.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that qualifies as a bribe. Hi, Kayla. Hope you're having fun in Mexico.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Mary, did you just freeze?
Well, yeah. I'm going to call it on you.
Well, you said you. Which you are you referring to?
Mary.
Okay, be more specific. Okay, so our topic today, and we're going to do a little drum roll, is that Michelle is organized, or she will be fully organized by the time the end of January. Is that correct?
Yeah, and we're talking inside drawers, inside closets, everywhere, every square inch. And I will take a video shot of it so that you guys can see how crisp and clean.
Ooh, medical tourism, Kayla. For those who don't think that Mexico's got really good hospitals, you would be like incorrect on that. Mm-hmm. When my husband was on dialysis and we were traveling to Cancun, we had to set up the dialysis appointments ourselves. The centers would only do that within the United States. Outside the country, you had to contact them and get that all set up. All right. And the first time I went with him, because, honestly and truly, I was expecting like chickens running around in the dialysis center. What we got was a state-of-the-art modern facility where he got one-on-one attention from the nurse that was there and a doctor, and was provided with the appropriate snacks and his own TV, which makes my husband very happy, by the way, the whole TV thing.
All for 3 pesos.
For 10% of what it costs in the United States. So that when we submitted the bill to the insurance company, we got 100% back.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So Kayla, anyway, if you're doing medical tourism and you do have insurance, submit that bill to your insurance company anyway.
You never know.
You never know what you get back. Okay, so highest state of the art offices. Yeah, it is phenomenal. So anyway, Michelle.
So there's this lady. Her name is Dana White. And I just happened upon one of her things because I've been watching YouTubes lately while I've been doing all of my first of the year business and, the paperwork and whatnot. And I am some kind of autistic ADHD, and however spectrum you want to say, I am that person. And we've had this discussion before about it can't go in a basket or it's lost for forever. I think we had that conversation. So anyway, I'm watching YouTubes, I'm watching quilting videos, and she just pops up out of the blue. It was 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I can watch 10 minutes of how to organize. I probably won't do it though, because it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It overwhelms me very easily. So I'm listening, and I'm listening some more, and I stop what I'm doing and watch the whole 10-minute video, and it's 5 steps. It's 5 steps, and anybody can do it. Now, she does have a book, and she does have like a follow along, workshop, online workshop, whatever that you can do. But I'm telling you, I was right at the right moment that all I needed was those 5 steps. And she literally forgives you for being overwhelmed. All the other type of organizing videos or methods or whatever, they're like, okay, then you organize this, and then you alphabetize, and then you da-da-da-da-da, and then you get it all done. She's not like that, because she says the point of it is not to organize. The point is to help you live with the things that you have. And a switch went off in my brain, and I'm like, oh, so you're not mad at me, or I don't have to feel bad about myself for not throwing something precious away or keeping that bottle cap that means something to me. She's like, no, you can keep all the stuff that you want. You just have to have a home for it. And she walks you through, and it's 5 steps. First thing is, it's a no mess organization. It's no mess declutter. You're not making piles of things off of the thing that you're working on. I'm telling you, it's so brilliant. I don't believe my brain couldn't get, you know what? She thought of it, and she helped me. The first step is to just pick a surface, any surface, like your desk or your kitchen or whatever focused thing that you want to work on. And she's like, first, just find all the trash. You can pick stuff up until you find all the trash. Throw away the trash away. The second thing is pick up everything that has a home and just put it there. Don't make a pile of all the things that have the home. She's like, get up and put it there. Then you deal with the things that you can't decide on. And it's not even what is it? The Asian lady? It's not even a find joy or whatever. She's like, no, if you're not using it, put it in a donation box. If you are using it, where do you wish it was? If you were looking for it, where would it live? She's like, put it there. Oh, I had fireworks because I don't know how many times I've moved with my husband. We always go, and he's like, well, I guess I'm going to put the forks here. I literally can't decide where to put things. It's really, really hard. But it's like, if you pick this thing up, if you wanted a hair tie, where would you be? Where would you go look for it first? And I'm like, of course, I've got a drawer for that. And I go put it at. I'm telling you, she says, do it an hour at a time. I had my whole bedroom done in like 20 minutes. Like, it's ridiculous.
All right, so I Googled Dana White, and all I got was the UFC fighter.
No, look at Dana White Declutter, and you'll find all her stuff.
Okay.
She has a website. It's called, I don't remember what it's called, because I'm not gonna spend any money, because you don't need to. You just need to do the 5 steps. The last step is learning how to use containers. And one of the important takeaways that I learned today was that containers are to contain things. They're not catch-alls. If you have a sock drawer and you can't close it, then you need to not get rid of socks. She says, pick the ones that you like the least. Pick your least favorite socks and donate them or throw them away.
Okay, so her website is A Slob Comes Clean. I love that.
Yeah. She's amazing. And what's funny is she was just a lot like a lot of people are when they get overwhelmed with their clutter, overwhelmed with their organization, and a lot of people get overwhelmed and they just stop, and they have to live like that because it's too emotional. She's like, I've taken the emotion out of it. There's no emotion. You're not even thinking about it. And she's like, you're not taking things off your surface that you're working on and making more piles. If you're looking for something that's in one of your piles, use that method to look for it. Because by the time you find it, you have cleaned off a surface or two. She's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. And she has all these, she has coaches that you can go to if you want somebody to coach you through it. Or she just has these videos that you can walk through, and it shows her that she goes, this is an hour and I'm coaching such and such. I watched the one on craft room decluttering. I've watched one on decluttering the garage. She shows you how to do it as a live example. Okay, today we're going to declutter this. And she says, I don't even use the word organized because by the time you're done decluttering, everything's organized. So it's pretty amazing. It's an amazing system, and you feel good about moving your stuff around rather than overwhelmed and all those tapes playing in your head from your mom telling you you're a slob and blah, 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 on, and feeling bad about yourself because you couldn't get it done that day. She's like, so what? It was there before. If half of it's there, when you stop, you're better. She says, better is good. She's got a t-shirt. Better is good.
So basically,
yeah, I am into it.
It's also a don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yeah. She says, just keep going and take it up when you get a chance again. And she goes, it's no muss, no fuss. And don't make more messes trying to clean off one part of your living space. She's like, use the method on every single thing that you have. A cabinet, a sink full of dishes, a dirty kitchen, a cluttered garage, whatever it is. She's like, this method works. It works. And she's like, if you get overwhelmed, go have a popsicle, go have a coffee. You're fine. It's fine because you've already reduced it by however many minutes you worked on it.
So come January, my project of the year always starts with going through cabinets and drawers. And I always start with the easy things. So I'll pick in my kitchen. I have a lot of drawers and a lot of cabinets in my kitchen. But the big thing is the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The pantry is a disaster again. Okay. And I know there's stuff in there that I should donate to the local food bank. We have located in several places in Sequim the little pantry, the little library pantries,
mm-hmm.
where you just put the food there. If somebody wants it, they come in.
Like an honor pantry.
Yeah. But I will start off with the drawers. Okay. And I'll just do the drawer. Clean, organized, tossed, a lot of stuff. I try to be brutal because it's still really fresh in my mind that how much I had to throw out to move out here. And then when I got here, all the stuff I threw out again because why the hell did I move this?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're really annoyed because it's like, I moved this. I paid for this to be here.
Yes.
Ah! And by the way,
put it in the moving truck,
right?
Brought it out here, took it out of the moving truck, and then went through it. And I'm like, this was really stupid.
And by the way, hello, Pedro, not yet.
Okay.
Regarding your specific spelling, not yet, maybe not tonight.
Okay. I do not have Nutella, and it's like you blasphemy, but I absolutely hate Nutella. Nutella is one of those things that would be in like a zombie apocalypse, and I'm raiding what's left of the supermarket, and there are plenty of jars of Nutella.
And you just walk past them.
And just walk right past them. I'm like, I've lost 40 pounds. I don't have much muscle mass, but you know what? I'm passing by the Nutella.
Panty raid.
Well, okay, Kayla, given who said it, that was an honest mistake.
That's fair. That's a fair and easy mistake to make.
But I got lots of crackers.
She said she has crackers. She didn't say she is a cracker. Don't jump to the cancel.
Right?
Rude.
Okay, so I'll keep it in mind. I'll do like an inventory of all this stuff. And like, why did I buy? Because we have a Costco here. It
Mhm.
is so easy to overbuy something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I might like that and get 12 boxes of it to realize, like, yeah, probably not. Now I forced myself to do 3 boxes of it, and I still have 9
No, food pantries.
food pantries.
Food pantries are awesome.
I think the really interesting thing about it, though, is you can probably, people who have cluttered areas in their shop or vans or whatever, sometimes that overwhelms you as well because you're working when you're there and you want to try to get the heck out when you're done, right? You could apply these principles to absolutely anything.
Yeah, I've been there with the overwhelm, and don't let a natural disaster make the decisions for you.
Exactly.
I'm like, all of a sudden my house became magically uncluttered.
Easy peasy, right?
Yeah. Huh.
All right, so I'm going to check
I
out the
can't even answer that. I can't even reply to that. There's no way I can reply to that.
Well, we can ignore comments, Chris.
Okay. Just know I'm thinking 4 different inappropriate things and carry on with your day.
Okay. From which I am not surprised. All right. So
Because as we were
moving
discussing,
along,
Angie's not
Chris.
here today.
I just know that I have a lot of things coming up this year, a lot of new projects that are going to be happening. And when it hits, it's going to get hard and then it's going to be go time. Go, 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 go. And I won't have time to do the things that I'm doing right now. I have a small window, but I'm not pressured by it because I've put quite a dent in it all over my house. So I think that this is going to be pretty amazing. I'm very, very amazed. I can't wait to go to work again and do some dogs and clean out all my drawers. Like, I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
Nice.
Thank you, Pedro. We appreciate the compliment.
Aww.
Hey, Melissa. Okay, so where were we? Organization.
Mhm.
I can work in clutter. However, I'm not as efficient if I don't have like a space to like put my computer and a
Mhm.
space to write. That's all the space I need, and I can work in that. However, I work better if things are more open. And they've done like 1,000 studies on what clutter does to your creativity. And most of what I do is creative in nature.
Yeah, I think so too. I can work in clutter so easy, it's not even funny. But I have several things that I like to do that are quite different from each other. And what I find is I'll just put it right here for now. And then, oh my gosh, now I'm looking at half of the minutes of my life now are spent looking for things that I know I have. And then if I clean it, then I've got 5 of them because I couldn't find the last 4. So that is for all eliminated from my life. Like my soul opened to this method. It was so crazy. And yeah, it's a method to the madness. When I over organize, I lose things. That's pretty. Yeah, I know people like that. And I've done that myself. Yeah. If I let somebody else say where that item goes, like my husband will say, oh, I'm putting this here. It's lost for forever for me. I'll never find it because I didn't decide where it is supposed to go.
Oh yeah, and don't think if your husband is anything like mine, don't think he actually remembered where he put it.
Oh no, my husband's pretty good. He's like, well, I'll put it right there. He'll find stuff before I will, and he can't see. He'll go into my clutter and find the stuff that I'm looking for. It's ridiculous.
The best is when, and I say best easily, you and your spouse have different ideas of where things belong and where their home is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
My husband and I are constantly fighting, not real fights, but having disagreements over where a pair of scissors belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say that its home is in the junk drawer. That's where it goes. That's why I look for it always. He thinks its home is on the mantle of the electric fireplace because that's where he uses it. That is where it is near. And I'm like, the mantle is for decoration. And he's like, but here is where I use it. So at some point, I'm going to have to.
Well, that's really awesome because Dana says, then just buy another pair for him there. Then he needs to find a home for it right there where he uses it. There's nothing wrong with having 2 shears. You know that.
Oh, I know that. But the problem is the times that I actually get the mantle cleaned off and organized nicely and looking decorative and pretty, and then I see a pair of shears on it, like big chunky kitchen shears, I go, "Arr."
Well, does he sit down while he uses them?
No. No, he uses it to open like packages and bags of pet food.
Does he have a chair that he sits in regularly?
Yes.
Get one of those little organizer things that fit over the arm, and he has a little pocket.
He's got the armrest of his chair opens. I could stick it in there.
Oh, very well. Or just stick it into the armrest.
There's your damn chair.
Okay. So Michelle is organized and her husband still can't find anything. We're kind of the opposite. My husband is very detailed and I am not detailed.
Yeah.
His stuff is very organized. There's a place for everything. He knows exactly where all his stuff is. Problem is when he mixes his stuff with my stuff. He also doesn't throw things away that might have a okay. So in the junk drawer are like 3 pairs of scissors. Okay. And they're not very good scissors. You know, maybe they cut a piece of paper. All right. But however, there's still some life left in them. And they're too cheap to like sharpen. I mean, honestly, not to get sharpened, it would be cheaper just to buy another cheap pair of scissors. But you know, there we are.
Yeah, you should organize your stuff the way it means something to you. Nobody else really matters. No one else. It's none of anybody else's business. Whatever makes sense to your brain, that's how it should go. You live your life in your space. You have to design your own space and the use of your things. You know, I just want to be able to walk through my house and know where stuff is because I put it there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, Christina, that's us. If you need something, go to the junk drawer. I mean, technically, I have 3 junk drawers. And they have different stuff in the junk drawers. Okay. I don't like things loose. So if it's in, I will organize according to category and throw a Ziploc bag around it. So I'll have like a bag of batteries. I'll have a bag of pens, a bag of old charging cords. Actually, the next junk drawer I'm going through has charging cords in it, and I'm going to have to be really honest. And do we even have anything that uses these charging cords?
Right.
Cords are one of the hardest things because what has happened in the past?
What happened?
What had happened was I have this weird blinder, no blinder when it comes to clutter. I can have blinders on for 3 weeks or longer and then wake up one morning and lose my mind and the clutter will make me and I just snap and I just become enraged and Cam fucking hides. He's like, oh shit, she's having that day today.
Doing it again.
He's doing it again. He's like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I hope the weather's good. He's leaving the house. And I will throw things out and then I'll find out what cord that was.
And you needed all of it.
I needed like 90% of it. What had happened was, no.
I love that.
but yeah, I actually got rid of I had a junk drawer in the bedroom, and to that point I needed it for other things. So I went through it and yes, some stuff just got tossed because I went,
Hey, listen, Ernesto has somewhere still a box of telephone cords.
Oh, the kind that you plug into the wall.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
All
How
right.
nostalgic.
I was with you. I tell Ernesto I was right there with him in solidarity until you said wall outlet telephone cords. And I'm like, first of all, what are the chances? And second of all, you know they carry those at the dollar store, right?
Yes.
You know that. It's not like it's a massive irreplaceable cord. Ha! I got the dog toy.
You know what? There is somebody who could make bank just going to organize things like mobile grooming van shops. I bet somebody could offer that as a service.
Well, there are professional organizers. They exist as a
Yeah.
profession.
But this method, I think, is more in tune with our on the spectrum brains as groomers, because it's no guilt. It's no, it's all according to how you want to do it. Kayla, I'm telling you, find the videos, Dana White Declutter, and just watch a few of her videos. You can do it by yourself. I'm telling you, because you're the one that's going to use your mobile van. You're the one that's going to use that.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. Instead of just hiring somebody who does this for a living, hiring somebody who was a pet professional who can look at your stuff and decide, well, this is important. How is this stuff? Okay. I think somebody ought to look into that.
I think that I'm going to issue our listening audience a Kayla White Declutter challenge by the end of January. Watch her videos because it's free. You don't have to order the book or the workbook or anything like that, although you can if you want to. Just watch her 5-step little program. It's maybe 10 to 23 minutes, or watch as many videos as you want. Take a picture of before, then take a picture of after. And I'm telling you, it will make a huge difference in your life. I can't possibly tell you all the things that I learned today. You'd have to watch all the videos because, I can't watch just one. I have to see all of them. So I challenge our listeners, please take a before picture, watch the videos, and then see what you can do in the space that you pick. I think that'll be really interesting to see.
Okay, we could do a case study.
Yeah.
So Kayla, you game? I'll be recovering for a few days. Okay.
Yeah, I would volunteer, but if I put one more thing on my plate, it will fall out of my hands onto the floor. Food will go everywhere. It will not be pretty.
And I know it sounds daunting because I am the procrastinator of doing things I don't want to do. If I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, oh, no, never, not possible. But I'm telling you, if you get a chance and if your brain is saying, I'm going to take a tiny challenge, just try to do one thing, one drawer, one thing. It's amazing because it will change how you think about your stuff. It will change how you think about organizing or decluttering. It did for me anyway. I'm telling you, I'm amazed at the difference she made in my life. I have to write her an email.
That actually works very well with how I clean, because if you don't always realize how many little bits of stuff is garbage.
Yes.
Like
Yes,
when I go to
do.
tidy the kitchen.
Yeah, I do know.
But starting there, you feel like already you're accomplished. You didn't create a new pile, you're accomplished. You got stuff thrown out.
Yeah, that's gold. Brilliant. Just learning that, like really understanding it and not being afraid of it anymore is gold. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I'm interested to see how the people react. Go to her website and give her a like. She's pretty amazing. She has pictures of before she learned to do this. She developed the method, and she was near a hoarder. And she's like, I turned everything around because I'm not living like this anymore. Now I'm not near a hoarder. My very organized husband will deny that. He will refute that. But I'm not near a hoarder, but I do have very weird habits of putting everything around my house. My email is cluttered too. Well, get yourself together.
Don't feel bad, Pedro.
No, not at all.
My working email. Oh, Kayla.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
We can't tell
I'm ready.
you that Angie is not here, but rest assured, when it goes public, we are going to bust her chops. Okay, and we're really chomping at the bit for this. Okay, so no,
because because it's one of those, like, you know how the comedians do the roast, and they say we only roast those we love. Like,
Mhm.
if I don't love you, I'm not going to bother busting your chops. It's just a thing. And yes, regarding Pedro's comments, no, we didn't ignore it, but I also didn't feel the need to bring up. I could think of at least 3 reasons that you need soy sauce and duck sauce in the bedroom. You never know when you're going to be wanting that midnight snack and need the egg roll, and you're, eating it.
Some people keep a little mini fridge in their bedroom. You know.
There you go.
All right, so Carrie, you're just jumping on right now, just in time for the weird animal fact done by Chris. And if you haven't seen this before,
Who's gonna host a groomer roast now? Oh my gosh.
oh, okay, that
Oh.
might not.
Hey, maybe we can arrange that for the AZ Rocky Mountain Show.
Yeah,
That would be hilarious.
Yes.
Melissa, we got to get on it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, just make sure you choose people that have a sense of humor if you're going to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, because you remember Murphy Brown from back in the day?
Yeah.
There was an episode where they roasted Jim, who was one of the most uptight people ever. And he had a sense of humor, but he didn't fully understand the whole roast. So he took it all personally. And then at the end, ripped into them, which, is what you're supposed to do. But he was being serious because he was
really hurtful and awful.
Really hurtful and awful and mad. And I also have a tiny makeup fridge in my bedroom. Pedro, get out of my bedroom. What have I told you about that? We've had discussions. Anyway. Is it time for the weird animal fact?
It is. Weird animal fact.
We are hanging on the
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Do you have our music that we set for this?
Oh shit. Give me a minute. Not really. I didn't have it on the soundboard like I was supposed to, but
You play it off your phone.
yeah, I'm going to play it off my phone.
So we have intro music now for Chris's weird animal fact.
So, So our weird animal fact, we're actually not going to be focusing on one animal today. We're gonna touch on a couple different ones, but we were having a brief discussion that has nothing to do with anything before we went live. And it's a very fraught time politically. So I want to be upbeat, yet science-y, and talk about some instances of homosexuality in the animal kingdom, because we have some people out there who are negative Nancy's who are like, it's not natural. Well, sorry, buddy. Science says it actually is natural. So I'm not going to go through all of the list, because in one or two of them, like I'm working off a list, and one or two of them, they're like, we're not sure if it's aggression or not. No. And I'm not talking about things that could be seen as aggression. I'm talking about things like in penguins, they're who that mate for life, that have long, loving relationships. There was actually a same-sex couple at a zoo, because zoos all over the world have reported same-sex penguin couples. But in the Central Park Zoo, Roy and Silo actually attempted to adopt a rock, and they tried to hatch it because they wanted a baby so bad together. So the keepers are like, egg? What will happen here? Let me tell you, they nurtured that chick, they hatched it, they reared it with love and affection. They reared that child together. So it is a thing. It happens. There are also sheep that exhibit this behavior. And this is sheep that are domesticated, but about 10% of male sheep are like, ew, girls' cooties. No, and refuse altogether. They are not bi. They are like, no.
There's also girl sheep that become good friends, and if one of them twins, she'll give one of the twins to her friend to raise. And I don't know if that's just let's keep these babies alive, but I think that's a really special relationship as well.
It is. It is. And I know we've discussed dolphins before, so I have to laugh that in our discussions of how freaky dolphins can be, everyone else gets a picture. Dolphins, it just says image failure. And I'm like, you just didn't want to show it. You just didn't want to show it. But homosexual behavior has been seen in dolphins, and not just cuddling, bringing the other partner to completion. They seem to have sex to fun.
Well, and let's not forget the bonobos.
There's bonobos was actually first on the list. They are a species of great ape that are from Congo. They're very closely related to us. They share about 99% of our DNA. They have sex for fun, and pretty much all bonobo females are more likely to have sex with other females than they are with males.
Well, they use it as politics as well. If there's an argument or disagreement, they'll have sex to calm down the agreement. Everybody's a huge, calm, peaceful community because of that. And everybody has sex with everybody.
It's
for
called
friendship.
Michelle, it's referred to, I believe the technical term is post-nut clarity.
Fair. But they have that, and they still love each other. So
I think I just made Mary turn a funny color. Mary's win.
Well, she's still responsible for you. So we had that discussion.
We had that discussion. Elephants also have exhibited that behavior. They're from the article I'm looking at. In 2009, a very, very angry Polish politician was like, we didn't pay 37 million for the largest elephant house in Europe to have a gay elephant live there. But yeah, they
Aww.
did. Yeah, they did. So,
I mean, do you have thousands of miles for which your large elephant to roam? Deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, Kayla, I'm the oldest girl in a family of boys. My father was a mechanic. My brothers were mechanics. So the language that was used in my household, was very loud, very colorful. I can remember my two brothers working underneath a car. There was a little hedge, and on the other side of the hedge was a neighbor who was a devout Christian. Devout. Okay.
That poor thing.
Yeah, that poor thing. My brothers would start a fight, and it could be heard for several blocks. Probably heard very well in her kitchen. Yeah, Kayla, I'm like really well prepared.
I barely phase her, and she is well past the point where she is shocked that I say these things in public.
Yeah.
Years ago, I took as a New Year's resolution to live life shamelessly.
You
And that, what was that?
and I think you succeeded pretty well.
And well, that means two different things. It means if stuff flies out of my mouth, own it and don't be ashamed. But it also means to try not to behave in ways that I would be ashamed of. It's basically try not to be a huge, horrible person, because I don't want to shame anyone's genitalia by saying, don't be a, but you know, I live life shamelessly. I am
mean.
don't be mean. I don't want to be a mean girl. I don't want to look back and be embarrassed by my behavior. But at the same time, if there are things like spouting out curse words accidentally or on purpose and talking about perverted animal facts, it's a thing. Get used to it. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I might.
Mean. Dolphins can be mean.
Look, dolphins, Pedro said it, dolphins are the degenerates of the ocean. I'm not sure about that. I'm not.
How about live your life as a human and do it to the best of your ability? How about that? You know, just wow. Give everybody some grace. We're all, you know, slogging through this life together. Just, man.
Yeah.
Try not to create chaos. Create good. Pet some dogs.
One day, one of the books to write on my list is don't be a sea monkey.
Fair. That's
Just
fair.
just don't.
Mm-hmm. We're all going through it. It's fine.
That's the one I was trying not to say, Kayla. Yeah. I'm like, just don't be a dick.
Of all the things that fly out of her mouth,
Right. She won't say that, right?
she won't say that.
Well,
some dicks are nice. They're not all mean.
it can be
Just
fun.
saying.
They don't have to be your preference.
Right.
To be fun and amusing. There's
Absolutely.
an entire show of penis puppetry. So I don't want to degrade the dick.
Okay.
I actually saw that show live.
I
I saw it live. I was there. We went to the show in a limousine. It was hilarious. It's hilarious.
I
It's
saw,
many moons ago.
by the way, for now, I have to say this out loud. I saw like a special on that where they were talking about that.
Mhm.
And it's penis puppetry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And when people try out for this, believe it or not, the main requirement isn't length or girth. Yes, puppetry of the penis is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The main requirement is to be able to do this without getting an erection, because
Fair.
once you get an erection,
You
you're
can't move
not
it around.
exactly as
Yeah.
flexible. You can't really do
Yeah.
the balloon doggy if you're
Yeah.
hard. So
Yeah, I went. I saw the things. I saw all the puppets. I saw all of them. All of them.
it's like
they
a
have,
bucket.
they have a website.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a holy cow. This was probably 20 years ago, Mary. Like it was not something that, I mean, a friend of mine is when we were in Wisconsin. A friend of mine said, "Hey, look what I have. I have tickets to the show. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Sure, whatever." I had no idea what I was in for.
Wait,
And I
they
saw
didn't
it.
tell you the name of the show, or you
No,
just
you knew, but I mean, if you'd never heard of it before and it was penis puppetry, I mean, what exactly is that?
yeah.
I swear it was a row of guys being the most horrendously funny teenage boys in the universe. It was so hilarious. It was funny. The hamburger, the cottage, like I've seen it. Seen it.
It's exactly what you think it is. It's people
exactly what you
playing with
think.
their junk and making jokes. Pass on the documentary. Nice. Nice. Oh,
All right. I have to go eat dinner.
well, okay.
I'm hungry.
But very quickly before we sign off,
Yes.
If you haven't gotten your tickets to the New Jersey Groomers Ball yet, Pedro,
Kayla, we
We-
have no idea how we get anywhere where we're going.
You know how we got here, Kayla. You were here.
this I feel like this was a steady progression, and we got here.
We did talk about that.
Don't look. I know the song Detachable Penis is great, but maybe that would go in the junk drawer if you had a detachable one. It would go right in the name is anyway. Wow, digress again.
Yeah.
New Jersey Groomers Ball. I extended the early bird pricing. You now have to the end of the week to get some early bird tickets in and to get those done. So if you think you're going to have 3 dates, feel free to buy extra tickets and then resell them. I don't care what you do with them.
Listen to her.
You can bring all of the people. Just buy the tickets because we want to see you. We have big announcement. Our fabulous sponsor, Eric Wonder at Fix My Edge, is sponsoring a photo booth. So we're going to have a professional photo booth this year with the little printouts. So you can have those little strips of pictures and props and fun. It's going to be so fun. So yes, the early bird pricing, no, is not $12. No.
Also, remember about the Bridgerton garden party coming in May 2nd to that Sunday. I guess everybody's inviting. I believe Terry DeMarina will be there to represent WAGA. I can't confirm that, but I think maybe after Wednesday we'll be able to confirm after tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's awesome. And Mindy, let me know if it fits.
Oh, and the Groomers Ball is going to be in Mountainside, New Jersey. We did get to the one of the only pieces of feedback that we weren't able to incorporate this year is to move it around the state. And that was because we all had so much on our plate. We were like, we need to do it at the same place and keep one thing simple. And we're kind of glad we did, just with how everything is going. So yes, the goal is to have one closer to like South Jersey. Hopefully next year, maybe the year, we don't know yet, but yes, we're going to try. It's fantastic. There are 2 local hotels we recommend if you're not super close, or maybe you are super close, but recognize that there's an open bar, that there's 4 hours of open bar, and maybe just get a hotel nearby for like the one night.
Kayla, the Bridgerton Garden Party is where we talk about state associations, but it's a huge party and get together. And yes, there will be costumes and we expect you to dress. There's a bunch of things. If you want to know more, go to the Arizona Professional Groomers Guild.com or contact me or Mercedes Schenk and Melissa. We will give you the information and you can read through it. It's in May. Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. Michelle, don't go anywhere just yet.
Okay.
We got to tell you the secret.
Oh yeah.